The Outlander Season 7 story is about to turn darker, and the trailer for Episode 9 has already left fans with more questions than answers. Every second feels heavy with danger and emotion, and it gives us a clear signal. The second part of the season will not hold back. The trailer opens with a stormy sky, and that alone sets the tone. War is closing in, and Fraser knows that no matter how far he runs, the conflict of the American Revolution is going to reach him. We see quick flashes of Jamie riding through the mist, his face serious, his hand gripping the reins tight. Claire's voice cuts through the tension, and from her expression we know she is fighting her own fears. Yet she stands beside him as she always has. Their bond is unshaken, but the danger around them has grown even heavier. One of the most striking moments in the trailer shows Brianna and Roger. They are caught between two worlds, the present and the past, and the trailer suggests they might be forced to make a choice that could break their family apart. We see Brianna looking at her child, her eyes filled with worry, as Roger's hand reaches out to her. The trailer does not give full answers, but the silence of that shot speaks louder than any words. It tells us that their journey is about to reach a turning point. Then comes a glimpse of battle. Soldiers move through the forest, muskets raised, faces determined. The camera cuts to Jamie again, his eyes fixed on the horizon, as if he knows a fight he cannot avoid is only steps away. Claire's voice calls his name, and the screen quickly shifts to her standing in the shadows of a cabin, her hands trembling as she holds something close to her chest. What is it she is protecting? A letter, a weapon, a secret? The trailer keeps this hidden, pulling us deeper into the mystery. We also see small hints of new faces. A man in uniform with a cold stare, speaking words we cannot yet hear, but his posture tells us enough. He will not be a friend. Another shot shows an older woman with sharp eyes, standing by a fire, her lips moving as if giving a warning. These characters may not have much screen time in the trailer, but their presence makes it clear. Fresh enemies and allies are about to enter the Fraser family's path. Every detail in this trailer is carefully placed. The music rises with a deep pulse, matching the beating of a heart, reminding us that Outlander is more than a love story. It is survival. It is history. It is destiny. When Claire looks at Jamie, when Brianna clutches her child, when soldiers march through the dark woods, we are being shown the pieces of a story that will test every bond we have followed. Since the first season, the trailer does not need long speeches. It only gives us glimpses, shadows, glances, moments frozen in fear and love. Yet those glimpses are powerful enough to shake us. They whisper to the audience that Episode 9 will not simply continue the story, it will push it to a breaking point. And when that moment comes, nothing will be the same for Jamie, Claire, Brianna, or Roger. Jamie Fraser's journey in the trailer feels heavier than ever. From the moment we see his face, there is a weight in his eyes that goes beyond the battlefield. He is not just a warrior anymore. He is a man caught between protecting his family and leading them through a world that is tearing itself apart. The American Revolution is not a distant thunder in the background anymore. It is now pressing at his door. Every choice Jamie makes in Episode 9 could mean life or death, and the trailer makes it clear that he is prepared to risk everything. Yet the quiet moments tell us even more. When Jamie looks at Claire, his expression softens for just a second, reminding us that even in war, his heart belongs to her. That balance of love and duty has always defined Jamie, but now the stakes are higher, and the trailer hints that his greatest test is still to come. Claire's arc is equally powerful. In the trailer, she is often shown in shadows, her hands trembling as she holds something close, her voice heavy with unspoken fear. This is not the first time Claire has faced loss, pain, or impossible choices, but Episode 9 looks ready to challenge her in ways even she may not be prepared for. Her bond with Jamie has carried her through the darkest times, but now we see a woman who must also summon her own strength to protect everything she loves. The image of her standing in silence, eyes shining in the dim light, speaks louder than any words. It tells us she knows what is coming, and she will not back down. Then we turn to Brianna and Roger, and hear the trailer whispers of conflict that runs deeper than time itself. They are caught between two worlds, the world they were born in, and the past they now call home. Brianna's protective gaze over her child shows us her fear, but also her resolve. She will not let history repeat its cruelties on her family. Roger, standing by her side, has his own battle to fight. His faith and determination are tested, and the trailer gives us glimpses of his struggle. A man trying to hold on to hope while knowing the dangers that lie ahead. The choices they face are not just about survival. They are about the future of their bloodline. The trailer also teases the rise of figures who may shift the balance of power. We catch sight of a soldier in uniform, his cold eyes staring into the distance, suggesting he will be more than just another face in the crowd. His presence hints at betrayal or control, perhaps someone who will cross paths with Jamie in a way that changes the story forever. Another figure, an older woman speaking near a fire, seems to hold knowledge that others do not. She could be a guide, or she could be a warning of what is to come. These brief flashes leave us wondering if Episode 9 will expand the circle of allies and enemies around the Fraser family, forcing them to choose who can truly be trusted. Every character arc shown in the trailer feels sharper, heavier, more dangerous. It is not just about survival anymore. It is about destiny. Jamie and Claire's love is tested against war. Brianna and Roger's family is tested against time. New faces bring new threats, and the past collides with the future in ways that none of them can control. Outlander has always given us stories of love and sacrifice, but the way Episode 9 is teased tells us something different. This is not just the continuation of their journey. It is the turning point. Episode 9 of Outlander Season 7 carries a weight that goes beyond simple plot twists. The trailer shows us glimpses that point to larger themes, each one layered with meaning. At the heart of this story lies the constant struggle between freedom and sacrifice. Jamie's determined gaze as he rides into battle is not just the look of a soldier. It is the look of a man who knows the cost of standing for freedom. Every musket raised in the background, every flag unfurled in the distance, is a reminder that history is not just written on parchment, it is written in blood. Another theme that shines through is destiny. Claire's trembling hands in the shadows, her voice carrying through the silence, remind us that no matter how much they fight, fate has its own plans. She has always believed in using her knowledge to change outcomes. Yet the trailer hints that destiny will not always bend to her will. When she looks at Jamie, it is not just love in her eyes, it is fear that their path is already carved in stone. This idea of destiny versus choice has always been central to Outlander, and Episode 9 seems to bring that struggle to its sharpest edge. Symbolism is everywhere in the images we see. A storm rolling across the sky above the battlefield is not only weather, it is the storm of war itself, ready to consume everything in its path. A single candle burning beside Claire in the cabin becomes more than light. It becomes hope fighting against the darkness, fragile yet unbroken. The shot of Brianna holding her child carries a different weight. It is not just a mother's embrace, it is the symbol of legacy, the future she is determined to protect against all odds. There is also the theme of sacrifice. Outlander has never been afraid to show us that love demands more than words. In the trailer we see soldiers preparing, faces hardened, knowing many will not return. Jamie tightening his grip on his weapon is more than readiness for battle. It is silent acceptance that he may not live to see peace. Claire standing alone in the dark shows the other side of sacrifice, the fear of losing everything she loves. Each frame seems to whisper that before victory can come, there must be loss. Even the way the trailer cuts between past and present carries meaning. Brianna and Roger's struggle with time is not just about where they belong. It is about the choices all of us face between safety and destiny. Their decision to stay, to fight, or to return to the world they once knew represents the timeless question: do we choose comfort, or do we face the unknown for the sake of those we love? Episode 9 looks ready to bring all these themes together into one turning point: freedom against tyranny, destiny against choice, love against loss. Every candle, every shadow, every storm in the trailer tells us this will not simply be another chapter. It will be the moment when every sacrifice made so far comes to its true cost, and when the meaning of Outlander, love that survives across time and war, will be tested like never before. One of the biggest questions fans have been asking since the mid-season break is when Outlander will return with Part 2. The trailer for Episode 9 has finally given us a clearer picture, and the wait is almost over. Starz has confirmed that the second half of Season 7 will arrive in 2024, and Episode 9 will lead the charge. Splitting the season into two parts was not just a scheduling choice. It was a way to heighten the suspense and keep the audience hooked. By ending the first half on such a dramatic note, the producers made sure fans would be counting the days until the story continued. The decision to delay Part 2 was not without reason. Outlander is a show that has always demanded careful production. From its historical sets to its emotional performances, each scene requires attention to detail, costumes that look authentic, locations that feel alive, and dialogue that carries the weight of both history and passion. Filming during changing global conditions also meant the team had to plan with extra care, and splitting the season gave them the time they needed to maintain the quality that fans expect. Instead of rushing to release, the creators chose to give us something polished and powerful, and the trailer for Episode 9 proves that patience was worth it. Looking at the past, Outlander has often released new parts of a season with breaks that test the audience's patience, but this time the delay feels different. The story of Season 7 is deeply tied to the historical turning points of the American Revolution, and the weight of those events needed to be reflected in the show. Releasing Part 2 separately allows the narrative to shift its tone from the buildup of tension in the first half to the full storm of conflict in the second. It creates space for the story to breathe, while also giving viewers time to reflect on everything that has happened so far. The trailer hints that Episode 9 is not just another continuation. It is a reset, a gateway into the final stretch of this chapter. Starz has marketed this release as more than just a return, but as the beginning of the end for the season. The release date announcement carries with it the promise that all the waiting, all the speculation, will finally be answered on screen. For fans who have followed Jamie and Claire's journey across centuries, this return is more than television. It is a reunion with characters who have become part of their lives. Production insights also reveal that the cast and crew poured immense effort into making Part 2 feel grander and more dangerous. Filming battle sequences during rough weather, recreating historical towns with accuracy, and giving actors space to explore the emotional depth of their roles. All of this shows why the second half was worth waiting for. Catriona Balfe and Sam Heughan have both spoken about how these episodes will challenge their characters in new ways, and the trailer reflects that promise. The imagery of war, of intimate goodbyes, and of looming destiny tells us that this will be one of the most powerful returns. The show has delivered. The confirmed release date of Part 2 marks the moment when the story shifts into its most intense form. Episode 9 is the bridge between the heartbreak of the past and the battles yet to come. For fans, the countdown has already begun, and the trailer has done its job. It has made sure that when the Fraser family returns to our screens, every eye will be watching, and every heart will be bracing for what lies ahead. The moment the trailer for Episode 9 was released, the Outlander fan community erupted with excitement. Social media platforms lit up with reactions, from tearful comments about the emotional weight of certain scenes to bold predictions about what might happen next. Many fans immediately connected the imagery of war and stormy skies to the turning points in Diana Gabaldon's novels, while others focused on the small, silent moments that hinted at heartbreak and separation. What makes the reaction so unique this time is the feeling that everyone knows the story is about to cross into uncharted territory. On fan forums, discussions about Brianna and Roger's fate have become some of the loudest. Viewers who follow the books know where their story may be heading, but the trailer's careful editing suggests the show may choose to surprise us. Will they remain in the past, building a life in danger, or will they step back into the safety of their own time? The debate is fierce, with many fans split between wanting faithfulness to the books and craving a twist that only television could deliver. This anticipation has created a wave of theories, each one adding fuel to the excitement for Episode 9. Jamie and Claire's relationship has also drawn powerful responses. Every glance they shared in the trailer was dissected, every Small details slowed down and analyzed by fans who know how important these two are to the heart of the series. Some believe the trailer is hiding a major loss, a sacrifice that will mark the end of the Frasers' time together as they know it. Others see their unity as a sign that even in the darkest storm, their bond will remain unbroken. This duality, love and fear bound together, is exactly what keeps the audience hooked. And the online reaction shows just how deeply viewers care about these characters. There's also a growing sense of nervousness. Outlander has always been willing to test its characters and break its audience's hearts. With the American Revolution now looming larger than ever, fans are preparing themselves for a season that will take no prisoners. Theories about death, betrayal, and sacrifice fill comment sections under every post. Some even speculate that Episode 9 may end with a cliffhanger so intense that the wait for Episode 10 will feel unbearable. This mix of hope and dread is the strongest evidence of how effective the trailer has been in building anticipation. Expectations are now higher than ever. Fans are not only hoping for battles and emotional farewells, they are expecting Outlander to deliver on its legacy of blending romance with history, destiny with danger. The demand is for scale, but also for intimacy. They want to see Jamie on the battlefield, but they also want to see him hold Claire's hand in the quiet moments. They want Brianna and Roger's struggle with time, but also their devotion as parents. Outlander has always been about balance, and Episode 9 is expected to deliver it with more power than before. In the end, fan reactions show a single truth. This trailer has reignited the fire in the Outlander community. Viewers around the world are bracing themselves, sharing their hopes, their fears, and their theories. They know Part 2 of Season 7 will not simply entertain them, it will challenge their emotions and test their loyalty to characters they have followed for years. That expectation alone is the greatest achievement of the trailer, because when Episode 9 arrives, every fan will be ready to feel joy, sorrow, and shock all over again. The Outlander Season 7 Episode 9 trailer has done more than tease a continuation. It has set the stage for an emotional storm that will shake every character we have come to love. From Jamie's battle-worn resolve to Claire's quiet strength, from Brianna and Roger's desperate fight for their family, to the mysterious figures entering the story, every frame has carried a promise. That promise is of heartbreak, of courage, and of choices that will echo far beyond this season. As the release of Part 2 draws closer, the excitement of the fan community continues to rise. The trailer has sparked debates, fueled theories, and reminded us why Outlander is more than just a show. It is a journey through time, love, sacrifice, and survival. Every new season brings us closer to the heart of what this story truly means, that love endures, no matter the cost. Episode 9 is not simply another chapter. It is a turning point where freedom, destiny, and loyalty collide. Now it is your turn to step into the conversation. Which moment from the trailer struck you the hardest? Was it Jamie's unshaken resolve, Claire's haunting silence, or Brianna's protective embrace of her child? Share your thoughts in the comments, and let your predictions for Episode 9 be heard. Do you believe the show will remain faithful to Diana Gabaldon's books, or will it surprise us with a twist that no one saw coming? If you have followed Outlander since the beginning, you know that every season leaves us with scars and memories we carry long after the credits fade. Season 7 is shaping up to be one of the most powerful yet, and the second half promises to deliver battles, heartbreaks, and reunions that fans will never forget. To stay updated with every breakdown, every release date update, and every theory worth discussing, make sure you subscribe to the channel. The journey is far from over, and the story of Jamie, Claire, Brianna, and Roger is about to enter its most dangerous chapter. So keep watching, keep speculating, and keep your heart ready for the storm that Outlander will bring when Episode 9 finally arrives. Outlander Season 7 has reached a point where every heartbeat of the story feels heavier than the last. Episode 9 is not just a continuation. It is a test of everything Jamie, Claire, Brianna, and Roger have built across time and war. The trailer has already shown us glimpses of sacrifice, destiny, and courage. And those glimpses are enough to remind us why this series has held its audience so close for so many years. For longtime fans, this is more than just waiting for another episode. It is about returning to a story that has shaped emotions, sparked debates, and left unforgettable memories. Outlander has always been a journey through love and history, through choices and consequences. And now the stakes are higher than ever. The questions remain: who will survive the storm of the revolution? Who will carry the scars of battle? And who will pay the ultimate price? These are the questions the trailer refuses to answer, because the truth is meant to be felt when the story finally unfolds on screen. So as we wait for the second half of Season 7, hold on to the moments that matter, the look in Jamie's eyes as he prepares for war, the silence in Claire's hands as she holds a secret close, the fear and resolve in Brianna's face as she clutches her child. These moments are the heartbeat of Outlander, and they remind us that the story is not about how time changes people, but how love endures through every change. When Episode 9 finally arrives, it will not simply be watched, it will be experienced. The battles, the heartbreaks, the reunions, and the choices will stay with us long after the credits fade. Outlander is not just a show, it is a journey, and the next chapter is almost here.